So thanks for joining me. I was actually taking some questions on Twitter on things that people wanted to know about this game. And I was like sort of making a video, and I decided, well, it's kind of dumb to just make a video with no interaction. Like, what if people have other questions? So I thought I would answer questions here live. Maybe do a few hunts, but I'm really bad at hunting and reading chat at the same time. So it's more or less I can run through the game and show you guys stuff, as long as it's not beyond a certain point in the game. So if you want, I'm just going to start off with some of the questions here so I could show you guys. And then as you guys come up with questions, I'll open it up and you guys can talk about it. But I'm going to archive this stream for people who can't see it, and also stuff like that. So before I go into open questions, let me just quick answer a few ones that I was getting on Twitter. And the first one was, how does the game transfer work? So I'll show you really quick here. So when the game comes out, they're going to add an app on the 3DS store called the Data Transfer app. It's just a free app that you'll download that will sort of act as the way to transfer your data from the 3DS to the Switch. So you're going to start out, I don't have a picture of it up on here, but there is an actual, it looks just like this, except it says send save data, not receive. So what you're going to do is you'll start it from the 3DS, you'll establish a link. Pretty much what it does is it establishes a locker password for your save data. So when you do it on your 3DS, it'll issue you an ID or a password. And that password is something you keep on your screen. Take a picture, take a memo of it because you're going to need it. Once you have a password, then you go into here, and then it'll ask you to enter the password. And once you do, it'll establish a link. And then all you have to do is go to upload save data on your 3DS. Once that's done, go to receive save data, and you're done. I'll do a video on this later, but I wanted to talk about this really quick now. Thank you so much for the donation, Damien. That was very kind of you for such a horribly unplanned stream of mine. So a lot of things that people were asking, like what transfers over and what doesn't. So basically everything transferred over. So any of your progress, your money, your materials, your collaboration items, everything in the game transfers over to this game when you start. The thing that doesn't transfer over is your playtime. Your hunter rank gets reset to 8 if it's above HR 8. Obviously I've put in some time in the on this preview here. And then of course if you had anything like you had like a request in at the farm or something where you could have picked up the item but you didn't do it yet, that stuff will be reset. You'll also lose your guild card list, but pretty much all your data goes over. So that's data transfer. Do you guys have any additional questions about data transfer? I know some people were wondering whether or not it erases your save data on your 3DS, and it does not. I guess it doesn't matter because you're just going to start playing, but if, let's say your Switch broke and you wanted to retransfer your data, you'd have to start back over again, but you could do that. You're not going to lose your data on your 3DS game, which is nice. Yeah, so that's data transfer. So if you guys have any questions on data transfer, let me know here now in chat, and I will answer them. Do you keep DLC items? Yes, you do. It's not live right now. Maybe I can show you. This is a preview build, so they don't have the servers online, but in Japan what they did was day one, all the DLC quests that you had, you re-download every single one of them day one, including all the cats and everything else, but everything you have you keep, which is really great. And they did changes so that you can transmog. Hang on a second, I need to change my equipment here really fast. I shouldn't be showing certain things. Sorry, I'm only supposed to show stuff to a certain point in the game. I think my cat had something on that I wasn't supposed to be showing. So my apologies if that bothered you. Okay. Yeah, so you can transmog event items as well, which is great. Yes, so when you can you change your name during the data transfer? Yes, you get one shot. When you start in from a data transfer, you'll get to change your gender and your hunter name and appearance. Just like you're creating your new character, you can do that one time. So if you were playing like a male character and you wanted to change to a female character, you could totally do that. Or if you're like me, I called myself G Hunter or something stupid. In Generations, I renamed myself to A. Ivanko, which is nice. When you say guild card resets, do you also mean the stats of each weapon? No. The guild card, what I meant was the guild card list, like of all the guild cards that you received from other players, you'll lose that. So if you go into here to guild card, you'll see my guild card from, yes, I have level 99 cats ready to go for everybody from day one. It does show your usage. Obviously, I played a lot of Prowler in Monster Hunter Generations, so my Prowler usage is kind of off the charts here. I played all the weapons obviously in Double Cross, but for the US release I played mostly Prowler. Why is my name always Aevanko? Because my name is Adam Evanko, so that's why it's Aevanko. It's also my Twitter handle as well, so if you follow me on Twitter it's at Aevanko. However, I do warn, I tweet a lot, so if you don't want to follow me, I won't be sad about it. Hang on, let me go through chat and find out. Damien, you asked a question, let me find it, I'm sorry. YouTube stinks compared to Twitch, unfortunately, when it comes to being able to read chat. Okay, so Damien, you asked, what's the best gunner button layout? I don't know, to be honest, but I'll show you what you can do. The thing that I like to do is I use type 2 here. This will allow you to change like where the camera and the reticle are going. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you, since you were kind enough to donate and you asked a question about controls. Yeah, I can show off this armor. That should be fine. Let's just go into any old quest. I will show you off what gunner controls and how they work, because actually a lot of people were asking about this. I think they were interested to know. Can I transfer data from Monster and Double Cross to GU? No. Unfortunately, Double Cross and Generations Ultimate, although they are pretty much the same game, they are different game codes. So they are not patching the release with English, they are not allowing you to connect online together, and you cannot transfer your save data. So if you imported it, you're not going to be able to transfer it over to this game, unfortunately. Okay, so this is the controls I'm using now. I'm using the old controls, so if you hold X, you'll do this. If I hold R, oops. If I hold R, it turns up this quick thing. I changed it so that the D-pad isn't my reticle aiming, it's actually my right analog stick. It's a little funky. Some people may prefer to do it on the D-pad, but you can go in there and change it. Where we got here, quick aim controls. This is normal. You can invert them if you're like, I don't know, like flight simulator and you want to invert top and down and left and right. Type 1 here is that the, oh sorry, it's quick camera, isn't it? Bow controls, sorry. Yeah, so hold X to draw and R to enter is what I use. But they did add in that new one where you can hold R to draw and X to enter aiming. It's really weird. I don't know what they were going for with that one, but I never really got into it. So even my tutorials, I use type 1 because I can't really get into that. Reticle speed default. Yeah, I mean, basically you can change your camera settings from your right analog stick or your D-pad. So however you like to do that is up to you. Okay, are there new deviants? Please reply. Yes, there are. There are deviants now for the flagship monsters. So you have deviants, which they showed in the trailer. So you have a deviant for Astalos, Gameth, Mizutsune, and also there's one for the Shogun Senator as well. Zeno the Wise, thank you so much for the donation. FYI, guys, you don't have to donate to ask a question. So thank you, though. What quality of life changes will players miss the most? It seems to me that stationary gunning and no item wheel could be really hard to get used to. Item wheel is going to be a little hard if people, especially bow gunners, are used to it. You're going to have to get used to all this like beep, 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 back and forth. I do think you'll get used to it, but it is obviously a quality of life change that I think you might miss. Sorry, let me go back up here. You know what the number one change I think people are going to miss? In Monster Hunter World, if you do an attack, you can evade backwards. You can't do that anymore. It's only front, left, or right. Sorry, I'm not showing this off very well. You cannot evade behind you. I know in your head, like maybe that wasn't a thing, but it is. So if you're like going up to like a ballista cannon thing, and you're firing off shots, you hit B to go backwards, you actually like forward evade and fall off. It's really annoying. Okay, let's see if you guys have any other questions about data transfer. If not, then I'm going to move over to transmogging. I can show you guys how that works. Actually, you know what? This is a good one. I didn't think I was going to talk about it, but you guys might find this interesting. But as you start High Rank Village, obviously there's some story behind Valstrax, the new flagship monster. These little like random shards will be all over the fields as you play. And if you collect them, there's just things that you can exchange them for back in your hub town to unlock new stuff, which is pretty cool. I'll show you how that works really fast. Sorry, is my mic soft again? I asked the question on data transfer. Can someone help in chat help me? N64, ask it again. Maybe I can see it. I'm sorry again. It's really hard for me to keep up sometimes with the chat. Is there any touchscreen functionality when undocked? Yes, I believe there is. I haven't tried, but I would try it now, but it would kill the stream. I'm sorry, but I believe it'd be fine. Some of you guys were asking about like where the special button goes that was on the touch screen. It's actually the minus button. It's on the left hand side of the controller. That'll be your special button, so if you're used to using that, that's what you'll touch. So N64, I was waiting for your question here about data transfer before I move on to transmog. If you post it, I'll catch it, or maybe someone can @me or something, then we could do that. Sheesh, Damien, thank you. Wow, that's insanely generous. Okay, let's go over to the online one. Sorry, there's so much to answer and it's hard to do it all in one shot. So let me do item transmog and then we'll go back to a few other things. But if there was a question that was really important that I missed, somebody tag me in chat and let me know. I'm going to show you guys now how transmog works. So transmog is, you actually unlock the ability to transmog your head armor piece early on in the game. I can't remember exactly where, but all the other transmog, whether it's your chest, your arms, your legs, or whatever, you actually have to beat the last boss of G rank. So it is post-game content. You're not going to be doing transmog in high rank, you're going to have to do it in G rank. So apologies if you guys were expecting to do that earlier. N64's question was, so I have a vanilla Generations in the US and I can transfer the Generations Ultimate on the Switch. I'm not sure what you mean by vanilla Generations, but yeah, if you have Monster Generations, your save data will transfer to Generations Ultimate. However, I assume that you will need the same region, so if you have like a US version of the game and you're trying to upload it to a European, I don't know if it works. I haven't tried that, obviously. And yes, this is a copy I got as a review. I didn't do anything dubious to get this, and as such, there are some limitations of stuff I can't show you, but some quests I can. Do I have sponsors? I don't. My wallet is my only sponsor for this channel. So all the stuff that I get, I generally buy. So yeah, that's my wallet is my sponsor. Can you go on expeditions or something like that? No, unfortunately, there's no expeditions in that game. That was a Monster Hunter for Ultimate thing. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at chat for a second just so I can explain this one. This is the transmog. So very earlier on in the game, you'll unlock this lab expansion. And this is places where you can like expand your item box and stuff like that. But there is transmogging, which you'll unlock. And in order to do that, you'll have to beat G rank, which I can talk about. I'm not showing you it. And once you beat G rank, in G rank you have this little girl, this little cat girl. She's adorable, the Meowstress. She's actually Catalina, the other girl's sister, her little sister. When you beat a G rank quest, you'll earn these horn coins, because this is called the Hunter's Horn. The horn is like the Hunter's Pub, and in here you can trade those items. I have 290 of them for all these different fusion materials. So these are the currency that you use to transmog your armor. Now, it's not like, you know, one coin will let you fuse one arm. Like, if you try to do, like, a transmog to a low-rank arm, it won't cost so much. But if you're trying to do, like, a really high-end G-rank transmog, it might cost, you know, like 13 of these, 13 of this fusion material Nothing horrible, but it is a great incentive to play G rank and earn more coins so that you can transmog more stuff. Let me show you how transmog works. I'm actually going to transmog something here. So let me go ahead and do arms. I don't know why I'm doing arms. I'm not going to save this, so it doesn't really matter. Transmogging, for those of you, because I remember when I first heard the term, I had no idea what it meant. Transmogging just means that you can have the appearance of one armor piece, but the abilities of another. So it's like layered armor, but you can do it for every little piece. So for example, let's go to armor fusion. I can fuse Palico armor, so in case you guys are curious, you can do Palico stuff as well. So when I go into fusion, it's going to ask me to select a base. So let's say I want to use the arms that I have on right now. Let's say right here. I want to take my Senator Guards GX, which is an awesome set, guys. And now it asks me to choose a visual armor. So I can choose any of these, and it will change the visual design of the armor. And boom, they'll be linked together. They'll count as one item. I'm not going to save, so I can just do this. It'll ask for 15 fusion materials. I don't know if I have 15. I do have 16. Pshing, done. If you notice, it has this cool little color now. That means that it is a transmogged item. So you can see the name sort of flips on the top, like it toggles on and off. And that is how transmog works. Now you can undo fusion if you want. You can go here and unfuse the armor, and you get both of your pieces back as individual pieces, which is really nice. If you notice, I actually transmogged my Heo cat, or not Heo, this is my collect cat, Yuri. I think I transmogged his armor. So yeah, that is that. So fusion materials you get again from the online hub. You exchange those G rank coins that you earn from doing any G rank quest. You earn those coins and you can then trade them in. So sorry that was a really long-winded answer, but I hope that answers transmog. I'm going to stop for a second and look at chat, so if you have any questions about transmog, let me know now, and hopefully I can either show you or I can answer them. Can I have a shout out for Asha? Hi Asha. Am I using a Pro Controller or Joy-Cons? I'm using the Pro Controller. I really enjoy playing it with Pro Controller, because the Joy-Cons have this really small R button, and I find it very difficult to play using those. Hang on a second. Is transmogging better than just full armor? Transmogging is just visual. Literally, you're not changing anything. It just means that if there's a really nice set, but you really don't like how it looks, you can change what it looks like. So it actually doesn't change the gameplay at all. Can event armors be transmogged? Yes. That was a change they made when the Switch game came out, and I did confirm that in this US version, or European version, you can do it as well. Dun, 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 dun. Any idea how this game will be affected by Nintendo Switch Online? Will we get cloud saves? My guess is yes. I don't know the honest answer because obviously that service isn't out yet, but from everything I read, it appears that yes, at the end of September they will make online. You'll need Nintendo for it. I'm happy though that they'll have cloud saves, because it's really bad that Nintendo doesn't allow you to back up your saves. So if I break my Switch right now, my data's gone. So that's kind of scary. Okay, I don't see any questions for transmog. Oh, you know what? Here's a really good point here, which I could talk about, which is you cannot transmog a Deviant's armor until you beat the super version of it. What I mean by super version is, let me see if I can pull up anybody here. So basically you had Deviants, you had, let's say the Hermitor. You had in Monster & Generations quests 1 through 10. So if you've unlocked all 10 of those, you can then unlock the G1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you beat the G1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it unlocks an HR 100 required quest against a super deviant. It's like the event Brachydios from like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Like, it is insanely tough and really scaled power and everything. But if you beat it, then you can actually transmog that hunter's armor, and you also get as a pigment for your armor, you can choose that Deviant's pigment if you beat that super quest. The thing I don't like though is that You have to be the host when you beat the super quest in order for it to count, which I think is really corny, but it is what it is. Is one G rank quest worth one horn coin? No. So I think you get multiple multiple coins per hunt. Let me see. Maybe there's one easy hunt I can do here and show you guys. You know, let's go and G ranks take a while though. I can't watch chat when I hunt, so I don't know. Do you guys want to see me hunt something or just keep the Q&A going? Maybe I could do the hunt later, but no, you get more than one coin from doing a quest. Obviously, I've done about, check my guild card here. I've done, how many? So I've done 69 G rank quests. Nice numbering there. And I have over 274 coins. So yeah, you get a lot more than just one. One thing, if you guys are curious, you can actually change the music that plays in the hunting hall, which is awesome. So if you notice, as you progress in the game, you'll unlock all this other stuff. I beat the G rank, so I have a lot of other stuff, but if I want to have the Hunter's Hub music, this is the best one, of course, for Yukumo, the bats. You can change your armor, your track, which is awesome. Okay, I'm going to stop and go back to chat and try to look at some of these questions before I keep going. How is the difficulty compared to other Monster Hunters? It's not that bad. Generations had a design choice where they made the game a little bit easier because they wanted people to experiment, because there's like 49 weapons or more, right? There's like 14 weapons, there's 6 styles for each, and then you have the prowlers and like what? 8 different types of those guys. If they made the game too hard, then you wouldn't want to experiment with a bunch of stuff, so they made it a little bit easier. It's still really tough. Like G rank will still give you a hard time, and it is, you get satisfaction for clearing them, but they're not like horribly like tough. Sort of like G rank in 3U was pretty difficult, at least for me. So hopefully that helps. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down chat here, guys. Why is Generations Ultimate only on the Switch but not 3DS? That's a loaded topic. That probably has to do with cost of manufacturing, forecasted sales, marketing spend versus, you know, it's a complicated subject. It sucks that it's not on 3DS because I think some people would have enjoyed it, but it's not as simple as people think. I would have loved to have seen them do a digital only version though for 3DS. That would have been cool, but you know, maybe the financials just didn't work out because Generations did not sell nearly as good as for Ultimate did in the West. So I think people glorify the sales figures, so you know, you don't want to put out a product and lose money, right? So what is your opinion of this game compared to Monster Hunter World? I love them both. They're great. I think World is a fantastic game, and I think it's a new flavor of Monster Hunter, so you should definitely play it if you haven't already. This is more like the anniversary title of the 4th generation, so very different, hard to compare. Okay, let me go back down. Are there new pets? Yes, okay. Sorry, I'm going to stop for a second, go back to Burnout. So this is something, if you played Generations, you already know. But if you haven't, you'll be very happy to know that the Poogies are not really the mascot character in this game. They're the Mufas and the Fennies, the little baby ones. And yes, you can go up to these guys and pet them. I can't hear, so I'm going to have to wait for the visual cue. Oh wait, this isn't the visual cue one. Yeah, so sometimes when you pet it, you get an item. Let's see if I get lucky. Give it a little nose kiss. Do I get an item? No, punk. Let me show you what happens if you do that as a cat. It's nice. Oh, there's my little Fenny. Isn't this thing the most adorable thing? Mufi, sorry, Fenny is the Japanese name. I forgot, it's called Mufi in English. Oops, I made a mistake. So I can't hear the audio. I turned off the audio on my computer, so hang on a second. There we go. Mute my audio. And yes, you can do some... You can pick it up and do fun stuff like that. Whoosh! Put that cat down. And with these guys, this is pretty adorable. You'll actually ride on top of it and pet it. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Okay. Very nice. Okay, sorry, going back to questions here. Is Moga Village in this game? No, it's not. What exactly transfers save data? I already answered that, so go back and check up the archive when this stream is done. I answer all that. How good are the new hunting arts? They are all amazing. Check out my tutorial vids for those. Today is the hammer. It's going to be released in 2 hours. Then hunting horn tomorrow. Let me keep going down here. DLC, episodic stuff. I think that was for you only, so not this game. How long does it take to transfer data? It only took me maybe 10 seconds. It was really fast. Remember, save data is like really light. Is Lao still boring as hell? I say yes, but it is a little bit better because you can man the cannons now. I can't show you that though, unfortunately. The preview does not allow me to do that. Okay, cool. I think I got through the majority of major questions, so I'm going to go on to the next ones. So people are asking me about key quests. That's something I'm going to have a video for on day 1, so you can bookmark it and check out what the key quests are. If you're new, which I assume most of you aren't, if not all of you, but key quests are the story quests you have to do in order to advance the game or the story. And the game does not tell you which ones they are, which kind of sucks. So I will do a video on that. Some people on Twitter were asking whether or not HP scales with the amount of teammates you have, and it doesn't. This is what's considered the village. So you have the offline, as we call it, quests line. There's a whole bunch of new quests. A lot of quests. So I can't show you the other ones though. But yeah, lots of new quests. And then there's the online hub, which is the Hunter's Pub. All those quests are automatically tailored for 4 people, so the HP of the monsters and the strength is really tough. You can solo it. Obviously, I had to with this preview copy, and I had no problem. And it was actually a really fun challenge. But it doesn't scale. You can't do G rank with single player difficulty. It doesn't exist. Is it safe to assume that even non-physical copies of Monster Generations are able to transfer without issues? Correct. I don't have a physical copy of Generations, and I was able to transfer my data absolutely no problem at all. So I think it was just fine. Another cool thing they added, in case you guys didn't know, is the daily hunts. This is kind of like, I think, the precursor to the daily bounties in the world, which is the Hunt of the Day quest. Right now, the reward +1. Sorry, I saw you guys asking this question earlier. So each day there is a monster of the day, and if you hunt it, you get some additional rewards, which is really nice. And what's even cooler is that you can go down to the Hunt of Day quest, and every quest that I have unlocked that features Gravios will be in this list, so making it very easy for me to pick any one that I want to do, and then do it. So that's pretty sweet. It even changes like your difficulty here to let you know. So that's very nice of them, isn't it? This game comes out August 28th. Saw someone asking that. Just trying to think of things I could show you guys. Sorry. Let's see here. Someone was asking before whether or not you can solo G rank, and yes, you can. I did. It's not so bad. Another question that was coming up is how far can you get in G rank using a maxed out high rank set? So I'll show you what set that I used. So basically your maxed out high rank set can get you to about G3. So G1 and G2 are kind of tough, but I think you can do it with high rank stuff without much problem. But once you get to G3, the game is going to kick you really hard. So you're going to need a new set. So I was just using the Teostra bow. This was my high rank set. The Teostra bow at its very, very end game, once you get into G3, it starts to be eclipsed by the other bows in the game because the upgrade for it is not that good. But the bow itself up to high rank was so amazing that you could still use it to get through half of high rank. So I just used this set to plow through G1 and 2, and then beyond that I used Prowler for everything because I love Prowler. Someone was asking about event quests, and I can't show you it because the servers are not online yet. But again, event quests are permanent, so once you download it, you can play it however many times you want, whenever you want, which is great. Let me show you off maybe some Valor bow, just why you see, why am I using bow? I'll do an easy quest because I don't want to be hunting for 8 minutes instead of watching chat, which is kind of the point of this video. So let me just do a high rank quest because you guys know I love to pick on Nargacuga. So we're gonna, this is overpowered, okay? So don't get the wrong idea here. I'm doing a high rank quest against Nargacuga. Where is it? So many new quests have been added. I don't know where things are anymore. The new UI and everything. Where is it? I thought the quest was in here. Sorry guys. There we go. Yeah, Gathering Storm is a fun quest. Yeah, we don't need to eat. I'll just show you guys why I like Valor bow so much in case you guys haven't seen it. It's very good. It's very abusable. Very, very abusable. This is the Nursilla. It is the spider monster. I think you'll enjoy. This is the new strongest bow in the game, outside of the last boss for G rank. So it does have, I didn't bring any coatings, that's how bad I am. I've been playing as a Prowler for the last, you know, set hours, so you can use power level 2 with this thing, which is really nice. We'll go ahead and put the sleep coatings on, which this bow specializes in, just for the heck of it. Yeah, let's go. I don't have sound on, so this is going to be really interesting to hunt Nargacuga without any sound. Valor Sheath is just a really quick way to evade out of stuff. You can take hits pretty much head on. Like this. If you want, you can just be like really defensive and play like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to get into Valor mode here. Every time you do that in Valor Evade, you do build up a little bit of Valor Gauge, and every time you attack, you build it up as well. So it's not really impossible to build up your gauge. You don't have to go too crazy with it. Jump twice. There we go. Okay, here's Valor mode. Boo! Now I can do a triple power shot. Boom. Oh, you fall asleep? Fine, fine, fine. Yeah, so in this one you can do a triple shot. I should have had dash juice for this one, but what you gonna do? And if you're standing still, your bow charges faster. Whoops. Just quick, use the Valor to get out of there. As you said, like the Valor Sheath is really great if you use it aggressive. Like you could just go into a monster like this and use the Valor Sheath. It's really nice. You take 15% damage if you're using a gunner weapon. You'll take 30% if you're using Blade Master. See, it's that easy. Adept, eat your heart out. Jump forward. Let's combine it with the haste rain. Oof. See, I missed that Valor Evade or Valor Sheath. Yeah, so this will eat through your stamina, but being able to do a double power shot is just ridiculous. Oof. Anyways, I hope you guys are getting... I'm not going to do this whole quest. I was just wanted to show you off something. So I'm not just talking the entire time. Yeah, so you get the idea. Yeah, Valor bow is disgusting. You can do... If you put on Mega Dash Juice and you throw down like a trap hole or a shock trap, oh my gosh, you'll just destroy the monster. If you bring multiple traps, yeah, the monster will be dead before you know it. I shouldn't have saved. Why did I save? Why did I save? Where are my Mahorn coins, man? I wasted it on the transmog. Rip. What is SP? So in this game, when you set a hunter art, so let's go over here to hunter art. Let's say Valor, you get to choose one. You can make the charge time, if I press R here, it goes up from L to XL, S to M and stuff like that. For like this, it goes from XS to S. And when I activate that art, it throws everybody into SP mode for a certain amount of time. I have a video that covers it all, but basically it gives every style a different power up, which is really nice. Will we get all the event quests that the Japanese version got? I don't know. Traditionally, there's always ones that we don't get, but usually Capcom is very good about moving stuff over or giving us new event quests that the Japanese version didn't get. So, you know, we could get, you know, a nice surprise. Who knows? Let me quick show you why Protect Prowler is so disgustingly awesome in this game. Do I need the same Nintendo account to use to transfer it? No, you don't. You don't. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna show you really quick what happened to the Protect Prowler. I'm not gonna show off all the Prowlers because that's not the point of this video. I'm looking for questions for you guys. So I don't see any questions really quick, so I'm going to quick show you off something with the Prowlers. They are fantastic. I'm going to have a guide for them eventually. There's this new skill that you do, the Forbidden Acorn. You can eat it. It'll eat up one of your acorns. You notice I have 2 up the top. I'll now have 1, but I get 3 gauges right out of the bat just for downing one of those suckers. So it's really good if you know you're not going to die and you just want to start out with boomerangs. Like, that's just awesome. So I could do an add up to guard, and I could press X to do a spin, or I can press A to do a boomerang combo. This is really hard to do with no sound on, sorry. I can't hear anything. Oops. Horrible demo. Yeah, so there's the X button one. There's the A button. Protect. Notice I don't lose any life when I use an add-up guard. It's fantastic. Oof. Sorry. I really need to hear in order to hear the timing for stuff. I can't hear anything right now. Yeah, Protect Prowler is really fun. At level 99, this thing, its stats are disgusting. Almost 700 defense for what I'm using, and over 300 attack power for endgame G-rank weapons. It's pretty crazy. Let's quick mount Nargacuga so you can see what it looks like to have a cat on cat. Ooh. Sorry, I'm trying to look at chat and I can't do it while I play. I'm sorry, I'm not a streamer. It's a whole nother skill set. Okay, jump at me, come on. Just want to mount you, Narga. Narga has really weird mounting collision. Like, it wants you to hit a very specific part on its body in order to initiate a mount, which is unfortunate. Oops. I just want to mount you. There we go. Sorry, I just like seeing cats mounting monsters. It's funny. Wrangle that meowster Bronco! Like the call outs and the localization in this game is really good so far. So props to the team for localizing it so well. And if you want to see what the Farcaster looks like, you can now Farcaster. Back to camp, which is really fun. Can't beat it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to answering questions here in chat. I'm a little over on time. I actually need to make dinner for my daughter. It's getting late. But I want to answer you guys' questions about this game. Not just go into really detailed hunts or anything like that. If there's anything I can show you guys, like menus or how something works, just let me know in the chat right now. I'm going to be taking a look at it so I can answer your questions about this game. So hang on, here we go. I'm starting this game from scratch. Would you suggest playing as a prowler or a normal hunter? I think for most people, starting with a hunter and then getting it to where you can scout a higher level cat is probably easier to play. It's just my personal take, but you could certainly play it all as a cat if you wanted to. But you're going to have to make sure that you scout cats and get the right setup, so make sure you research that. Why are my endgame weapons so good? You won't talk about endgame in this one, sorry. Do you get to choose a style of your custom prowler? Yeah, so like when you go to scout a palico, and this is something you guys might be familiar with, you can choose what type you want to scout. Your prowler is any cat that you own, period. So any of these cats that you hire are both your personal palicos or they can be your prowlers. So if I wanted to play as my heel cat, all I gotta do over here is select Yuna, and she will be me. And oops. I will be sharing these cats, by the way. See, now I'm Yuna. So yeah, you can choose any cat you want to play as, which is great. When can you fight Valstrax? Once you get further in the game. There's some story behind it, so you guys can look forward to that. Oh, $5 donation from Gunslinging Muffin. Thank you so much. Is there any way to get Link's Skyward Sword outfit in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate? I believe so. I remember them doing an advertisement showing the event gear for it in this game, where the Prowler one was like one of those like little Clover Fairy guys. And sorry, I don't know the name, the Deco Tree guys, and they have a Link Armor collaboration quest, so you should be able to get that on the DLC day one. Sorry for missing your question there. I hope you're still around. I apologize for that. How do you trade cats? If you're in an online room, you just go to Palicos and it just says give, and then you can just give it to everybody in the room. You don't lose the cat when you give it. You're actually just sharing it. So go ahead and share your cats. If you get mine, go ahead and share it with other people. That's the point. I will be sharing all three of these, the best cats, which is the heal, the protect, and the collect cat. And I will work on finalizing the beast cat to share as well. So look forward to those. Okay. Sorry, I lowered the game volume a little bit. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Does the Sakura method still work? No. They actually changed it so it doesn't work, but there's an even better method. There's a quest in this game where you do a sub-quest against a Brachydidios. I'll do a video on it, and it pays out ridiculous amounts of charms, so you can look forward to that. Plus, you know what, we may as well do it now. How do we receive your cat? It's like when someone sends you a guild card. It says, hey, someone in this room has sent you a cat. Would you like to receive it? And you have to do is say yes, and you'll get it. So it's very easy. So one of the cool things is there is a new tier to melding, which is actually really good. So let's go ahead and do one Juju melding here in chat to see if I get anything really amazing. That would be kind of funny if we got it on stream, wouldn't it? I don't want to trade that one. That would stink. Yeah, so let's trade one here, and let's go test our luck and see what happens. We'll of course just deliver some Kelby horns, which I've done hundreds of times. See if we get anything good. Melding charms is definitely worth it in this game, and you can do a whole set and not save it if you want to, so it's not so bad. Sorry, if you guys asked a question that you really want answered, go ahead and repost it again. I've been kind of, when I play, I'm not able to read chat at the same time, so I probably missed a few. Does the Switch version feel good in that screen? Yes, I'm playing it on a 5K iMac. iMac Pro, so I get to see it in full 5K. It upscales very nice. It's glorious. It's really pretty. I think on big screen they redid the textures, so it's not, I've heard that the demo wasn't as good. I haven't actually played the demo. I heard the font was fuzzy and the assets were fuzzy. I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to make it really light. But this game looks fantastic, and they did redo textures, so it does look much better. Obviously, it's not built for the Switch, and you know that, but it still looks really nice. Okay, are Barioth and Nerscylla in high and low rank? No. They are... Nerscylla is, I believe... Nerscylla is in high rank for Village. And same with Barioth. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, they are in high rank, but not low rank. But for online, they are G rank only, I believe. Unless there's probably a Villager quest where you get a high rank request to take one down. I wouldn't doubt it. See what we get, guys. Dun-dun! Recoil 2, Crystal Beard X3, yeah. Pellet 4, Spirit 1, no. Tremor 5, no. Yeah, nothing good, guys. Oh well. What you gonna do? Another day. Can you pick and choose the hunter arts for your prowlers, or is it fixed? So I have a video, I don't want to go too much into this, but when you scout a cat, there's a certain configuration that cat will have. Whether it's an A skill or B skill or a C skill. You can use the dojo if you want to change one of those skills. Let's say for this cat, I want to change one of its support moves. I can re-roll it. So if this is a B skill, so on the left here you see the available skills that it can be. I can re-roll it. So what that means is that I pay money, and then after a quest, it's randomly something else that's different. So I can keep re-rolling and get what I want. But there is an item from the G rank Prowler quest that will allow you to just say which one you're going to get. You use it right here, the item. So you can pretty much just craft your Prowler however you want. Same thing goes with skills. If I don't want critical L, I can respin it to try to get one of these other ones, and so forth. So that's why you notice why my cats, I've spent a lot of time on them, are perfect. Health Horn, Boomerangs, Baby Boomerangs, Dung, Sonic Horn, Piercing, Forbidden Acorn. Like, the cats are loaded because I worked really hard to re-roll all of these or to use those books to do it. Does the Prowler get imported from Gen? Yes, you do get your cats, but I prefer to just scout new ones because I think that the system's a little bit different, so your cat may not be exactly what you want. Is Lao the only supersized Elder Dragon in GU? Probably. Memory says yes, it's the only one. As someone who's only played Monster Generations for 2 months when it came out, do you think I should start fresh with a new save or transfer over the one? I just transfer it. Why would you want to go through the beginning quests again? I don't know. The first quests are pretty tedious, so I say any head start you can get is a good thing. This game is so loaded with stuff to do that you'll be fine. When you transfer your data, where do you start in the game? Exactly where you left off. If you finish high rank, it'll just initiate the quest for the airship, which is the new village high rank. So it'll just pick up. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up here, guys. Is there a reason why Yamatsukami's not in this game? Probably they just didn't want to rework it. This game, they only had 1 year to make. Remember, Generations was not meant to have a G rank. It was an anniversary title to celebrate 4th generation. But they need more time before World came out. So they decided to make a G rank for this to buy time. So there was only so much they could do in 1 year, right? Yes, this is a preview copy from Capcom. Thank you to them for that. I'm going to be ending the stream in just a few minutes. I actually have to make dinner for my daughter. Family does take priority over stuff, I'm afraid, but I hope I answered a lot of questions. Am I Japanese? No, I'm actually from Cleveland, Ohio. Actually, Lakewood, it's a suburb. I'm a full-blown American, but I do speak Japanese. Megumi Gaming, thank you for the donation. That was very nice of you. Did they somehow change the boomerang throw on Prowlers in GU? Yes. So the boomerangs now curve to the left for the first one and right for the second one. And then if you have a heal cat, assist cat, or collect cat, it has a third very powerful boomerang, which is a little bit more upward and straightforward. So, you know, it's a little different. Like here's the first boomerang, second boomerang, and the third. You'll notice it's a little weird, but if you hold left when you throw that second one, you can throw it pretty much in the same direction, at least straightforward, as that first boomerang. So it's not really a big deal. Yeah, this thing does massive damage if you do it to a monster. It's pretty sweet. What's your favorite weapon? Prowler. Sorry, it's not bow, it's Prowler. Wow, Toasty, thank you so much for the donation. That was incredibly nice of you. I'm sorry if my audio is in one ear only, guys. I will try to research this. Is Prowler actually a thing? Yes, it is. I beat G rank solo with playing Prowler, so don't assume that it's weak. It's actually very strong if you know what you're doing and you have a good setup. Sorry guys about the mic. Again, I don't stream, so I messed it up. I'll figure it out if I do this again. Okay, last chance to get off questions, guys, before I go. I really hope this stream was helpful, and I hope if you missed the beginning part where I talked a lot about data transferring and transmogging, hopefully you can check that out. Thank you guys for the kind words. It's very nice of you guys. No, $5 is amazing. Thank you. I mean, just being here and participating is awesome, guys. So thank you. I'm not going to get in conversations about best hunting style before I go. Sorry. Yes, I will upload this to YouTube. No problem. Data transfer takes like 10 seconds, guys. It's fast. My only warning to you guys before I go is when you do save data transfer in Japan, when you set up the initial link, and I warned about this earlier on, sometimes the servers got hit and it just took a few minutes for it to update. So don't be impatient when you do your save data. Like, just run with it and it'll be okay. Training room, there are training quests that you can do. So if you want to do training stuff, you can do that, but no training room like in World. Yes, I have a video for my Prowler setup for the cat set I'm going to be sharing, so you can look forward to that. What are the loading times? You can watch videos online. That's really fast. Yeah. So, sorry, I'm just looking at stuff. Cool. So, yeah, hopefully I answered most of you guys' questions. If I didn't, I am so sorry. Try to hit me up on Twitter. I'm pretty good at responding to people on Twitter. But I thank you guys for coming by for this sort of Q&A stream. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. Hopefully I'll have some more videos. Look forward to the hammer tutorial. It's hitting in 1 hour and 40 minutes. Tomorrow is hunting horn, and then we get into some more funner weapons like lance, gun lance, charge blade, and then we end the tutorials the day before release with insect glaive. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so nice. I really appreciate your comments and your questions, and yeah, I hope to see you guys online, and hopefully I can do another stream like this sometime soon. Okay, I gotta make dinner, otherwise I'm gonna be a bad parent, and a bad parent does not override being a good hunter. So, thank you guys again, and I will see you guys some other time.